sure people remember my face. Basically, I've been suffering with this recently.
Suffering with what?
Time blindness. It happened a lot last year. It's just to do with uni for some reason. I check my timetable the day before. I go, okay, I have a lecture at 10 a.m.
Oh, totally.
A class at 11. I'm gonna have to leave the house at about like 8:30 to be able to get there on time because that's how life works.
Yeah.
It happened a lot last year with this one class in particular. I kept being like 45 minutes late to the tutorial because I would get on the bus by the time it started. And there's no explanation for it. I can't fathom what happened, but it just did. Anyway, on Tuesday, my friends go, hey, let's all meet at Chatswood to go shopping. And I said yes.
This is great.
They said meet at 1:30 at Chatswood. I was like, perfect, I'll be coming back from uni. I have a lecture at 10 a.m, a class at 11, so I can be there by like 1:15 because the metro is super fast. You should check it out.
It is super fast. Can confirm.
Anyway, night before I go, okay, blah blah blah, get the metro at this time, get the car at this time. All of a sudden, I'm on the metro and it's 11:30 a.m. and I'm going, hold on, if my class starts at 12:30, how am I supposed to get to Why did I tell my friends I could get to Chatswood at 1? What is going on? I tried to get my timetable up, but the internet wasn't working. Nothing to do with the metro, usually it's fine, it wasn't a big problem.
The metro's perfect.
Anyway, my class started at 10. I didn't leave the house until 10:45. My lecture started at 10. I didn't leave the house till 10:45. My tutorial started at 11. It was a 1 hour lecture, hour and a half tutorial, so of course I was going to be able to be there at 1. I did not get to uni until after both of those things had finished.
On her first day back.
My first day back! I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, so anyway, it happened again this morning. I was like, guys, I'll be at your house at
the opposite way.
Yeah, it was way too early. I was like, be there at 10:30, left my house at 10 to 10. It takes about 12 minutes to get here.
Yeah, when you said I had time blindness, I thought you were going to say, like, I'll be a lot later. And I was like, oh, like, that's fine. And I was like, oh, I need a shower.
Good thing I have a key. If you guys ever get
That was
really...
unlocked, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, but this is a bit. If you guys ever become really big fans, I will sell my key to their house.
Whoa.
You just let me know.
Actually, you know what? I need to remember that you have a key because sometimes I worry that I'm going to get locked out.
Me too. Literally the other day I was like, oh, it's good to know she has it. Because I think if I go to work and Abby's at work, like, Abby doesn't have a license, I'd have to drive all the way to Abby to
Whoa, out me like that. Talking about cars, if anyone has a Ram, let me know.
Get your license was going to be the first thing you ticked off on your bingo card, so I'm not calling you out.
Why haven't you
I'm holding you accountable.
Is it fine? It looks like chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's chocolate.
Yeah, but it's water. It's coconut water. And coconut is shit thick. Cheers! Cheers!
Wow, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
Oh, that's so nice.
Yum!
No wonder it's always so
That's so good.
Oh wait, I'm actually in shock.
How do
I don't like
money going
coconut
for another
water.
round?
That's nice. Yeah. Do you like put it in anything or is it just to have by itself?
no, people put it in like smoothies and stuff.
Like when you're making a
thought
fruit
so.
smoothie in the morning.
I'm like
yum.
in shock.
Anyone else?
It doesn't taste very
tastes like
coconutty.
chalky milk.
That is the most delicious thing I've ever had in my life. Fiber, natural chocolate.
Yum.
What were you
This is
envisioning
so
with
cute,
that?
Shah.
No, well, I went to talk to here, and then I was like, wait, that's not where the filming is coming from.
No, it's cute.
Like every single time I'm in these, I have like a looks dilemma.
Totally.
I
Trying to
think
figure out who you are.
I think it's silver.
Yeah, I think it will be 2, which is just sad.
It's just sad.
Let me see.
Like the gold isn't bad, but it just
Oh. That makes your skin look darker. That makes
Yeah.
it look pale. Yeah.
that's the thing. Gosh, I'm pale.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. back, everyone. So today's video is going to be a very bookish video and I'm really excited for it. Today is the 8th of March, which if you track the date, that means that in 2 days it's book club. So I have both book clubs on Monday and I have read one book for one book club, and then the other one I have read this much. Which, if you remember 2 videos ago, I was like, oh, should I read The Women or should I continue reading the Prison Healer trilogy? And I was like, yeah, book club's like a few weeks away, I've got time. No, she didn't. Yeah, so I read those 2 books, which I loved, and it was so fun just like consuming them all in one go. Love that series, highly recommend, go read it. But that means that I'm now left with the weightier book. I think it would be much longer in, maybe it's longer in pages as well, but it's also a lot more of a heavy topic. And so I think that's kind of why I've put it off a little bit, but also it means that I now have barely any time to read it. I have a whole afternoon to myself, so I'm gonna just like get comfy on the couch, dive into it, and then tomorrow I actually have an extremely busy day, so that's not ideal. And then Monday I'll also have a fair bit of time where I can hopefully finish it off to the best of my ability and then go to my book clubs, which I'll bring you along to book clubs, and there'll also be some other book content thrown in amongst it. I am hoping to bake. It's a rainy day today, so it's finally starting to feel a little bit like autumn, but I do know that it's probably going to get hot again before it fully gets cold. I'm excited for the change in seasons and to make content for it, and yeah, so let's go get reading, shall we? Oh, also I should mention I'm currently on, not that page. I'm currently on page 38, so let's see how far we get through in this reading session. Okay, so quick little update. The Ugg boots are off and we'll see how long this lasts, but it's very quickly a hectic book because it is set in war. I've already teared up a few times. The only things I really know about this book is one friend that read it was like, yeah, it kind of gets to a point in the book where you just like want it to be over because it's just like so full on. And I was like, cool. And then another friend read it and she just kept being like, oh my gosh, Beck, this book was so intense. And then literally when she rated it on Goodreads, she was like, thank God I'm finished. So I'm nervous, but we push through, we keep reading, and I'll come back with another update soon. Let's go. Oh gosh, war sucks. I don't really have anything to say, but I guess I'll get back to reading. Oh, I'm literally like a quarter through. What else is gonna happen? Gosh, I'm nervous for the rest of this book. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's now hours later. It's quite late at night. We had some friends over to play a board game and it went for hours, which is fine, it was fun. But I'm now in bed, planning on reading a little bit more, but I wanted to give you an update. I'm like halfway. I read quite a lot this afternoon, and did I cry more times? Yes, you better believe I did cry more times. And I'm really nervous for what's gonna happen in the end. She's just fallen in love. So that's both really beautiful to read and also really scary, because I just can't imagine both of them making it out of this. But we shall see. Gonna read a bit more tonight, and then I will do my best to finish this on Monday. So see you soon, whenever that is. Good morning all. It is Monday morning, the day of both book clubs. I am a little bit past halfway in the book. I've got like 5 hours to finish this book, which I'm a little nervous about, but I am enjoying it, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to just kind of like fly through, because the other day I was still very much like at the start, and so I had to like kind of get through that initial like bit of like getting into the story, but now I'm in the story, so I'm hoping I'll be good. But you know how a couple of videos ago I was asking about matcha? Well, my friend Holly messaged me and was like, this is the matcha that I get. And so she was over the other night for the board game night and she brought some, and so I'm gonna make a matcha. This is it here. Very green powder. I actually made myself one yesterday as a little trial run, and I made it 2 week. So I'm gonna show you me making it today, and hopefully I get the ratio right and it's perfect. So it says to have hot water and not boiling water, but I don't know why, and I'm not gonna just wait for my boiling water to cool down. So, and I'm also gonna use this size glass today. Yesterday I made one of our tall ones, and so it's like a lot of milk to water it out. So I'm gonna do the same quantity of matcha that I did yesterday, but different size cup, and hopefully that will fix it. My little whisk and little bowl to put it in. Okay, so my water has just boiled. So I'm gonna go half a teaspoon of matcha powder and then put it in like a little bowl. And then here is where I may have made a mistake yesterday as well. I think I put a little bit too much of the water in this, because you're meant to make it like a bit of a paste. I've just done like a little bit, and then you get your whisk and you just go for it. And it's also kind of meant to get like a little bit frothy and like foamy, which is kind of weird, but that's just what it is. Okay, this is definitely more like paste-like than it was yesterday, so that's good. Oh, I just thought a bit. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a bit and then prep my milk. Trusty ice cubes. Okay, so we've got our milk ready. Just one final go. Just made even more mess. Okay, and then here we go, moment of truth. Yum. Okay, it also looks pale like yesterday, so let's see. It's still very just oat milky. I actually think I'm gonna do a little bit more matcha. I wish you could see. I mean, I could show you this section, but kind of can't be bothered. It's like, yeah, you can't really see it, can you? You can see a little bit of the foam like along the edge there. Anyway, round 2. Okay, that's more luxury. But yeah, I actually think I like this. So Holly, thanks for letting me try your matcha. I'll probably end up buying my own eventually, so fun. Okay, I'm gonna go, actually I'm gonna make some breakfast, read my Bible. I finally finished Jeremiah the other day, which it actually took me a long time to read it, but that's okay. And then now our church is in, sorry, the camera's at such a weird angle. our church is in a preaching series based in Hebrews, and so I'm about to go start reading Hebrews, and so I'll do that, and then I will show you where I'm up to in my book and get reading. So see you soon. Okay, so update. Look guys, I have 100 pages left. Yes, I have been crying. This book, man, this book. I have a couple of theories as to things coming up, and I'm nervous, and I'm also not gonna say them here because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that wants to read it, but I'm like trying so hard not to let myself like hope too much, because I know that this book is like tragic and I'm expecting a tragic end, but I can't help it. My mind just like goes so fast all the time when I'm reading. So last 100 pages, here I go. Oh my gosh. What does this mean? Oh my God. Guys. This flippin' book. I don't know if it's because I'm extremely premenstrual or if it's literally just this book. Oh my gosh. Guys, I finished and it is 1:50. I still have plenty of time. Oh my gosh. What a book. I literally, for the last maybe like 80 pages, because like something big happened at the 100-page mark, as you witnessed, and then maybe the last like 80 pages I was just chilling, reading, was feeling like we're getting a lot of closure, but I was also like, but this book isn't over yet and anything could still happen. And I was reading it, and then it was getting near the end. Yeah, she was getting like a lot of closure and things, and then literally the last like 3 pages I sobbed. And so here I am, freshly out of my sob, and wow, what a book. I'm gonna need some time to like fully, sorry, my memory card was full, had to delete some footage. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to fully gather my thoughts on this and like process it and move on from it. I think it was the most intense decision of mine to have read it in like 2 days pretty much, because man, there's so much to unpack in it. I do recommend it. I think it's very mature themes in it represented, so I wouldn't just recommend it to anyone. But if you're interested in war, if you are in need of a book that's gonna make you sob, then this one. But be warned, it is a very emotional book, and it does get to a point near the end where you're just like, oh my gosh, I need this to end, because everything, yeah, I would say it's very well written in that like everything that Frankie's feeling, you feel too. Well, at least I did. Like when she's stuck in a spiral of like trying to cope with it all, you're just kind of like there with her, like, yep, just like get through it. Then when she's feeling hope about her life and like, okay, this thing could turn out this way, and like this is what I've dreamt of and stuff, then you're like you as a reader are feeling the hope with her as well. And then something else happens and you just like crash down with her again. So like I do think it was really well written in that way, and just like the women, gosh, her best friends in it. I just love female friendships. Gosh, it's good. Gosh, friendships in life just carry you through the thick of it. Oh my gosh, I clearly filmed this too fresh after reading it. Gosh. Anyway, I now have to go get some groceries, come back, and then get myself sorted, go to my 2 book clubs. I actually like, thankfully, have book club for the Prison Healer first, and so I can go and get out of this and just like lighten the mood with the Prison Healer trilogy, and I'm excited to just go and yap about it for a couple of hours with my friends and then go to the other book club and talk about this book, and then I'll come back to you with what our next picks are. Oh man, I'll see you soon at book club. Bye. You're gonna hate it.
We're not reading My Dark Romeo.
My year of rest and relaxation.
Where the light gets in, Lucy Dillon.
I hope this finds you well, which is
Yellow face! Sad!
The Nowhere Child.
Oh, that was mine.
We are not reading Ready or Not by Cara Baston, which means we are reading Once More with Feeling.
That sounds like romance.
Yes.
Hey guys, I'm back. So I realized that I never actually touched base with you post book clubs, and to update you on what we thought and also what our next books are. So first book club was Prison Healer. It ended up only being a couple of us at book club, which was fine because I also have since found out one of the other girls has read all 3 books. She didn't just read one, she read all 3, and she also loved them, so that was great. Being that they were like my pick and Charles' pick because we'd both read them and we were like, guys, you all have to read this book. I'm very glad that they were well received, and I actually just posted on my Instagram just about all 3 books because I just think that everyone should read them. They're so fun. So that was first book club, and then second book club was The Women, which only a few of us in the group had actually read it, so we only talked about it very briefly, but general consensus was super emotional. And yeah, we just really loved it. Shah actually had a really cool story from someone that she's friends with at uni who had like her family's from Vietnam and they like escaped during the war, so that was really cool to tie in while we were reading it. But yeah, overall well received. I think the other 2 that had read it gave it 5 stars, and then Shah wasn't actually at book club, but we both gave it 4 stars. Well, mine was 4.5, but you can't do that on Goodreads, which is so annoying. Anyway, so those 2 books, and then the books that we picked to read next for both book clubs. So in the one where we just read The Women, we are now reading Once Upon a Feeling, as you would see from the clips. And then the other one, our next book that we chose is The Will of the Many. And I just thought I would give you a quick little brief overview of each of them. So for The Will of the Many, it says, at the elite Catalan Academy, a young fugitive uncovers layered mysteries and world-changing secrets in this new fantasy series by the internationally best-selling author of these other books, which I've never even heard of. Anyway, and then the other one is, I think I just told you the wrong title. Okay, I told you I think I said the wrong title before, but if I didn't, the next book is called Once More with Feeling by Elissa Sussman, and it says, a former pop star finds herself back in the spotlight along with an old flame from her past in this friends to lovers meets enemies to lovers romance from the best-selling author of Funny You Should Ask. I'm excited to read it. Just like a fun romance about a pop star couple. But anyway, so they're our next 2 picks. I, again, will link them below if you want to read along with us. And now I wanted to do this fun thing. I kind of just like randomly thought of it the other day, and it really is random because I am not getting married anytime soon, and I also don't know anyone getting married anytime soon. But I was thinking that a really fun idea for picking a TBR list for a month would be following the like wedding tradition of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Isn't that cute? Anyway, so I thought I would get you to help me pick mine, which I will move this plant because it's very much in the way. Here we are, my little bookshelf. So I figure there's something old can be either something that you've read before and you want to reread it, or just a book that you've had sitting around for ages and you haven't read yet. So that's something old. Something new would be something that you buy, I guess, but if you are not wanting to buy books, then something you bought recently and you just haven't read. Something borrowed, it could be borrowed from a friend, borrowed from your local library, and then something blue, just something with either blue in the title or the color blue on the book cover. So I'm actually going to tie this in to both of the book club books that I'll be picking. But my something old is a book that I've had for a while. It's also, I haven't had it for like an extremely long time, but I've been wanting to read it for a really long time, and I do own it. And so that is this one up here, The No-Show by Beth O'Leary, who is the author of The Flat Share. If you've read it, this is my something old. And then my something new, oh my gosh, my something new is going to be the new Hunger Games book, which comes out tomorrow. I'm very excited to read that. And then, oh, that's kind of sad. Nothing else from my thing is going to be on my bookshelf. That's okay. Maybe I can do this again another time and it'll work out differently. But my something borrowed is going to be Once More with Feeling, because my friend Em, who it was her pick in book club, she owns it. So I'll be borrowing that of her. And then my something blue will be The Will of the Many. So that's kind of lame. I can't actually show you the books currently. Anyway, just a fun little random book picking thing that you could do. Like I said, I'm not getting married, but if you know someone getting married, this could be like a fun gift idea. I just wanted to do that because I thought this would be a bit of a bookish vlog, and so I want you to pick my books with me. And I am excited to read this. Okay, I'll admit, I have started this book. I'm actually about this much through it. It's really interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm like so intrigued. Basically, these three women all get stood up on Valentine's Day, seemingly by the same man. They don't know that yet. One of them, where I'm up to, is like starting to clue on, but yeah, they all seem to be dating the same guy and they don't know it. But like, I think there's gonna be a twist. I don't think it's gonna be that he's just like cheating on all three of them and that he is the scum of the earth, but I don't know what it's gonna be, because I feel like there's gonna be a twist and I'm like trying so hard to figure out what it is. I'm just like so confused, but it's a mess and I'm really intrigued and I'm excited to see where it goes. But yes, so this is the first one I'm reading. I'm hoping to finish it pretty quickly because the new Hunger Games book comes out tomorrow, Sunrise on the Reaping, so then I can just like buy that and read it quickly. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on whether this was worth it or not. That's all from me, I think, on this one. I hope you enjoyed reading The Women with me. If you want to read it, I recommend it, but yeah, you saw my reaction, you know about it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the Bookish vlog and I will see you next time. God bless you. Bye.